This is the Marketing Umbrella Podcast, where it's all about getting the information you need from successful leading marketers to build and grow your digital marketing agency. Brought to you by Itamar Shafir, founder and CEO of Umbrella, the technology platform and brand that is powering thousands of marketing agencies around the country. Find him at umbrellaus.com. Now, here's your host, Kevin Pruitt.
This is the Marketing Umbrella Podcast. My name is Kevin Pruitt, and our guest today creates content which takes complicated educational topics and turns them into simple, entertaining, and valuable stories. He worked his way up from a cold outreach customer to a service rep to now the key growth leader at Bith.ai, scaling the company to high revenue. He also previously owned a marketing agency, so he is very familiar with that side of the coin as well. There's much more to unpack, but I want to hear it straight from him instead of from me. Please join me in welcoming Omar Majthoub to the Marketing Umbrella Podcast. Omar, thanks for joining us.
Glad to be here with you all, guys, and glad to be here with you, Kevin. Yes, I'm like whatever you said, especially. So to start this, I wanna talk about how I started not the content creation journey, but how I started my journey in this company, because it's very interesting for people to know.
Absolutely.
As you have said, I was a cold phone reached customer. They were just starting the company, and so the first few steps, even if you watch the founder movies, like the Steve Jobs movie or any founder movie, they always start with the phone calls, the cold reaches. So basically, I was one of those, and I was uploading content. So he saw my content, and it was still very minor. I had like a few thousands of subscribers, so I wasn't really known. But still, I got the call from the guy. I didn't know him. I didn't know anything. So he told me they have like a website that was like for live streaming, gaming clips. It was very simple and very basic. So, I was these type of people who, these time-free people who spend time on Reddit, on Facebook groups, who just type stuff and help people. I was literally one of those people who just was free and who just wanted to help.
Keyboard
to
warrior.
the point, yes, to the point where stuff I didn't even know. Like I was helping a guy making his bank account stuff while I never had a bank account in my whole life. So when he called me, I tried the website. And I had like, the UI UX points, my experience, even stuff for the business, like the roadmap. I had my share of the talk to give it to them. So I requested a call with the team, and we sat there. It was Sunday, 6 p.m. I gave my stuff, and they actually liked it, and they started really listening to me as a customer.
Yeah.
And I was aware giving them my points as a customer, not as a business owner. Because I didn't actually, at that time, I didn't have anything. I was a university student. But the info was good.
You had ambition, right?
Yes, it was, it was genuine. It was nothing like I was trying to show. It was actually genuine help for the team. So this thing, the call, which I was giving them my feedback, my points of the experience, how they should go, how they should perceive the market, these stuff were done for free. As I said, Sunday, 6 p.m. And it kept happening for 3 months for free. Every single week, I get with the team. This how has it been? This. And so later, I started making like experiments. At that time, it was for gamers, the website. I started gaining gamers, making events, making stuff around the social media.
And you weren't even working for them yet, right?
Yes, it was still for free.
Yeah, wow.
After the 3 months, I started receiving a few amount of money. It was because I wasn't giving the still real value, but the guy, the owner of the company, whose name was Omar Majthoub, he actually believed in me. He really invested in me. He started giving me like a small salary, but
I understand
even
why.
though I wasn't attending, I wasn't giving anything. Sometimes I didn't even skip the meeting, but he really believed, and he gave me the full freedom to do whatever I want. Just you go. Don't even take my permission. Just go and do whatever you think you can do. And that was my best thing ever, that I was getting the opportunity.
Wow.
I wasn't like cold hearted to do anything. So I was really, really free, and that was the biggest actually improvement of my career.
That's
You
amazing.
know,
So talk
mm,
about Bith. So when they wanted you as a customer, what was the
yeah,
product? What was the
it
original
was
product?
it was a product that for gamers that they could live stream, they could upload their gaming clips. It was very basic, and it didn't even have any business model. There was no any way to pay in the website. So it was very, very early. Uh,
This was
at
when?
that time, this was at 2020.
Okay.
Uh,
So right at
yes.
COVID. Yeah.
Yes. He had like other businesses, but when COVID hit, he was fast. He acted really fast. And from on then he started the SaaS business. I
Yep.
mean the online SaaS.
Yep.
He used to work at SaaS, but the pure online SaaS.
Right.
So at that time, he gave me the chance, and I was really learning, developing, doing, experimenting that most. At 2021, I started really having my mind within. So I came to his house. I sat with him, told him, today I just dropped out of university. I just had 3 final exams. I just quit. Gave two, have had three, just quit the university. I'm here. I want to be in. I gave
Mm.
him my first challenge. They had a social media account. I told him in 1 month you're gonna have 100K subs. I mean followers on your social media accounts.
In
And
one
it
month.
was it was a pretty hard challenge because in 30 days you're gonna have 100K, and I didn't even have it myself. So and he was really open-minded. He didn't even flinch. He just told me yes, go ahead.
How many followers or how many subscribers did they have when you started?
Maybe like 5 or 6 thousand.
Wow.
So it wasn't really big. I was still doing small. But I started having it in my mind. I was actually really, really having the thought of dropping out of university because it actually didn't help me at all. At all,
Yeah.
zero benefits. So so I just dropped from the university right to that company, and I actually gave all my best at that month, and they reached 120,000. So
Wow.
they reached the number. I reached the number basically, and at that time I got fully in. I started getting like the not I didn't become like a co-founder or
Hmm.
any high level, but I got like a skin in the game in
Yeah.
the company.
Yeah. You said you had some equity too when you first started,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
yes, that
Yeah.
part got me the equity. It
Yeah.
that was
That's crazy.
very
You went from 5,000 to 120,000 in 1 month.
and it wasn't even my account. It was the company's account. I also developed my account as well at the same time. So
Yeah.
it was my growth and the company's growth both at the same time.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
at that time I was building my foundation as like my personal brand.
Yeah.
So at that time we started seeing like from 5 signups a day to 50,000 signups in a single day. So we had an issue to solve that we don't have a business model.
Mm.
It was basically a website that didn't really give anything and it didn't receive anything.
Okay. Let's stop right there just for a second. So
Yeah.
let's try to get into, say, Omar's head, the CEO. So
Yes.
if you went from, say, 5,000 subscribers to 50,000 in a day, and subscribers are one thing, but actually generating revenue from subscribers is a whole
Is
different thing. So
yes.
how was he thinking, oh man, we don't have a very good product. We don't have a very good service that's available right now. We don't have a clear offering, for people that are
Yes.
subscribing right now. So was that a realization he thought we've got to change something quick?
Yes. He had that thought exactly, especially when we started getting a lot of signups, a lot of traffic in the website, and the whole website was literally a leaking bucket. People was getting in, within few minutes they're out, and they don't come back because there was nothing for them to come back. So at that point, he was the genius of this in the product. I was still in the marketing side and the sales and reach side, I would say. So he started actually developing an editor because this was before AI. He has seen how we could get people to the content creation part and any type of content, developing content. You with me on this, right?
Yeah.
So he started actually developing an editor, an online editor. You know, like Canva has one,
Hmm.
or who else? I don't know. I don't recall who also has an online editor, an online software where you can just do it from your website,
Yep.
your web browser. So we developed this and we started having, the minor AI stuff, like, the subtitles which get in the videos. This was before the AI boom and the AI trend. This was getting at people, but it wasn't really a good product. It didn't generate that much of a revenue until made an AI that basically makes you content.
Mm.
AI has photos, has videos, has audios,
Yep.
has texts, the
Yep.
script itself, the subtitles. If you combine all of these, you get a video. You get
Mm.
a whole ready video. So we made the whole automation part of this. A single flow where you just type the idea of your video, like you want to make a video about bicycles. You just tell it, make me a video about bicycles. It even asks you the subject. What's the subject? How long you want it? What's the aspect ratio? The simple questions. And within a minute, you get the whole ready video to publish to
How
social media.
can you edit that video?
Yes,
Once it's done, what's the edit features of an AI created video?
when we started, it was just you get the video
Yeah.
and that's it. You go and do whatever you want.
Yeah.
We didn't have a post editing feature. So we developed it later, but before we even developed it, I was again having like my mind again, and I came to him hoping to make like 500,000 a year. I was because we still had one grand a month as revenue,
Mm.
like 10,000 a year,
Yep.
10K MRR, sorry, ARR, annual
Yep.
recurring revenue.
Right.
So I was promising that we gonna reach 500,000, 500 grand a year. It was April. April the 2nd I made that promise, and we reached it within a few months. Like in August, we reached that number actually. So
Wow.
we're developing right now, and we're starting to hit like a rock bottom because uh, you know few stops here and there.
Hmm.
Some businesses actually have this common issue where sometimes they have like issues, the management, the company, how to get to the professional part of this.
Yep.
And I was actually a part of the blocking because I wasn't actually a professional in this. What's really special in me as a marketer or a salesman is that I've never learned anything about this. It was all from, genuine human thought,
Right.
you know?
Right. And lessons learned along the way, just
Yes.
by doing it.
So when these marketing professionals or sales professionals or even the content professionals see me, they see me as a very very weak person in this. But I have made my value. This was actually my first ever job. I mean a real job
Hmm.
to give something, and I've done very well. Like my value could have, already had added millions of net worth to the company. So I would never call myself an unprofessional, but I'm not to their standards a professional.
So where is Bith today? So let's talk about where Bith is today. What is the current product? What's the product market fit? Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you. The AI market, it's really fast. You
No,
could
it's
come
crazy.
up with a product, and the next day, something from Google, from OpenAI, whatever the company is, they could literally kill you
Yep.
with their product.
Yep.
Because AI is getting really generative. It's
Hmm.
getting not generative and also really general.
Hmm.
You could now make photos with OpenAI, with your ChatGPT. You don't have to access Sora, the Sora AI. You could have ChatGPT, tell him to do the stuff.
Like
So
banana and the
yes.
crazy. Yeah, that's just
So the
amazing.
product we made for the AI content is now basically dead. You know, it was made like a year before.
Yep.
And now I've seen products that die before launch. The 3D modeling. I've seen stuff that just comes and takes them.
Mm,
So it's a market about speed.
yep.
You don't grow slowly. If you're
Yep.
not growing at the moment, you're not gonna grow.
Yep.
It's better to just look more ahead.
That's crazy the way you just described that, because that is so true. It's like if you're not growing, you're virtually dead. It's not like you're growing slowly. You really can't grow slowly in this environment.
Especially in the AI market. I mean, any other market you could build slowly or just go to the people who needs you. But in the AI market, especially if you want to compete, there is no chance unless you move really fast. You don't think quality. You just think speed. How can I grab the most in
Mm,
the shortest time possible? And the way to do that, actually, I had my ways. You know, I didn't target like the whole world. I only, at the first, I only targeted the Arabic world because, you know, I'm Arabic
hmm
and I had my personal branding in the Arabic world. I had my content. I'm a content creator there. So I only started with that part. To this day, I only like even the ads, even the long form, the SEO, it's all made for Arabs. Because I don't want to compete in the big market. I'm not competing even on the model. I use the APIs of Google, of OpenAI. So I don't even develop my own AI. We use APIs. But to make to make profits, revenues out of this, you just need to give a solution.
Yep.
For example, you know, the best solution we ever gave was the content creation part.
Right.
Because people want to become a content creator, especially as a content creator myself. Every
hmm
single person that meets me as a content creator, the first thing they say is, I want to be like you. I want to make my own thoughts on the internet.
Mm.
So, and you know, many of these people, they don't want to show their face. I mean, I wanna express myself to the world without even showing myself.
Yep.
So that's it doesn't really click to me. I understand why they say it, but I would never do it to myself,
hmm
honestly. I wouldn't never, you know, I want to boast as myself.
Yep.
Like any person in history, when they even make a discovery, they just name it to themselves because they want to put themselves in this, you know,
Exactly.
the big
Have a
timeline.
legacy. Is that
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, I love it. Talk about what's next. So, you said it's just rapidly changing. I mean, things are just, I mean,
Yes.
it is so fast. So, what is it going to look like in 6 months or 12 months from now?
Let me tell you where we are moving right now. So we are aware of one thing, and there are two types of users of the AI. There
hmm
are the professionals or the people who have any basic skills in AI, like, you know, prompt typing or any of the basic stuff. Like they already know what's the tool they're gonna use before they even sign up,
Yep.
or how they're gonna use it. But most people are not that type. Most people, they just want their problem to be solved. For example, if I want to have a company right now and I have the product, all I need is few posters for my product, few videos. I want the stuff that I just can take as a end result. I don't want tools. I want flows that help me reach my end goal.
Mm.
So we are well aware of that, and we started making, you know, templates.
hmm
You know, you have the photo of the product. There's a PNG as wherever, however you want it.
Yep.
You just upload it there, and we give you the options. You want it as a video ad in this style. You want it as a, you know, a basic video, a CGI video, a basic poster on a table, in the woods,
Mm.
whatever. There are like so many templates. Whatever you could find, you just could pick, and in just a single click, it's there.
Mm.
So that's we are developing it right now, and it's the MVP of it. It's already on the website, but it's still very basic right now.
Right. Almost in the beta, as like a beta version.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's crazy. I mean, who is your competitor? Like, are you competing with ChatGPT? Are you competing with Gemini? Or is that what you're doing is much more sophisticated than what they could produce.
To be directly competing, we're not really directly competing anyone, as we're selling the issue for small businesses that just want their assets with no brain thinking and with no high budgets. You
And
know,
it's all
many
video,
people,
or are there other, or is it static
it's in the
images? Is it,
in the form of images, videos, or audios.
okay. All right. And so
And
you
we
do like waveform and audiograms and things like that, or as for social media, or is that something that they would have to produce?
the we have other tools, you know, we have a tool that makes you a character, an avatar,
Yeah.
the tool that makes you subtitles, the tool that makes you audio. These tools are made for the professionals who already know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So we have the platform for both.
Yeah.
Even though I wouldn't target both, and we just target the people who wants the solution.
Right.
But you know, we get them. They request stuff. They want to learn AI. That's the interesting part, actually. So
Wow.
many people just want to learn AI. And we have an inspirational gallery. We will just show stuff. These were made. This is how they were made. And we get a lot of traffic on that. And you know, our marketing was never done in the basic way. If you want this, here is the solution, just pay money. No, I sell, you know, there are three ways to sell stuff. You know, the emotional part, the social part, and the functional part.
Mm.
So we don't sell the function of just here's the photo. We don't even sell the social part where we care about other people's opinions. We only sell the emotional part. Where if you want to be a content creator, you want to make content and become like me as a content creator, show your ideas to the world. But you know, you don't have a camera, you just don't want to start. It's hard. You know, creating content is not easy. So $10 are in your way. Basically a basic subscription.
Mm-hmm.
So people actually hop in and they try, they learn, and they get it like two in one because they're learning content, they're learning AI, and they're doing it.
Yeah.
They're posting on the internet. That's
what a
that's the
interesting
best
model.
part of us
Yeah.
that we teach people. You know, I also always remind myself of our marketing. You know, because I do the marketing myself. Especially before. Now we're going as a company.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting more people into our marketing. But before it was literally only me. I was doing long content. I was gaining few social media influencers, which were my friends. You know, the basic ad that type, and that
Yep.
was it. We didn't really spread thin as marketing. And I think it's really bad to think as I want SEO blogs, I want stuff on LinkedIn. We didn't target LinkedIn. We didn't do Snapchat. We didn't do many social media platforms. Because we were, especially it was me, I was really focusing on few stuff and I was really extracting them. You know, to me personally, making half a million in yearly revenue is pretty great. Even
Yeah.
though much higher has been done by others, but it was my first. I'm still in my first ever done this, so I'm really happy.
Imagine
this.
when you figure out what you're really doing. I mean, that's when you actually learn it. You know, it's
Yeah,
it's a
that's why
continual
I
learning
was
curve. I love it.
saying, you know, like the movie of the Avengers, you know, Thanos.
Yeah.
He has the stones,
Yeah.
and I have the sales stone and have the reach stone. So when I can reach millions of people, and I get my value in the packaging of the content, I always make sure to educate the people.
Mm.
You know, my content is not entertaining as the entertaining standards, but it's made in a way that spark curiosity.
Yeah.
I mean, you would know. I have even stuff. I make weird content. You know, I have an old Nokia phone. You know, the Microsoft. When you remember when Microsoft used to make phones?
Yeah.
The video is about how Microsoft used to be and how it's now. The company is shit basically. But I just remind people. That's my content style. I make weird stuff.
No, I think it's creative. I mean, I've looked at a lot of your
Yes.
video shorts, and I think they're really interesting. It's
You know,
almost 100% in Arabic, but it's interesting that there
you
is.
you that's the best part about my content is I don't believe in an algorithm. I don't believe in a
Yeah,
language. I don't believe in anything because you could get the idea of my content without even knowing the language
yeah,
or even
yeah,
hearing me.
yeah.
I have friends in other countries, and when I use the music in my platform, when I upload the video, you could add the music. The music in itself is blocked from some countries,
Mm-hmm.
so they couldn't hear anything from the video,
Mm.
but still they understand the whole thing.
Yeah,
Visuals in itself explain.
yeah,
The simplicity explains. How I do the thing in itself explains. So when I want to teach people, for example, about electricity, how water burn things, I just get my keyboard. Here's my keyboard, and I tell people, could I wash it? Could I just put it in the washing machine? And I do it. I put it in the washing machine, but I explain that water in itself, electricity is just a flow. Water conduct it shatters that flow. It's basically it. I just explain to people how water damage anything electric in a very simple way that a 6 years old can understand.
yeah,
Also, it's the first part is the creative part where I just put it in a washing machine. So I think what could spark curiosity? How
yeah.
could I learn, like, teach something out of it? And it always works.
Yeah.
Always. That's why I don't believe in an algorithm or anything. I don't have even a style.
No, and I think the platforms like video too. I think they like video content. They like the genuine video content, not just AI created
Yes,
content. But
yes, it has to be genuine. I
yeah,
actually act genuine.
yeah,
That's that's
that's
that's
true of all of it.
a
Content
hidden
creation,
feature of me.
everything. Yeah.
I
Talk
could
about
literally add yes,
let's go back. We mentioned in the intro that you kind of had your own, marketing agency, and talk about
yes.
that. When was that? And was that were you doing that when, when Biff first reached out to you? Is that what you were running
No,
that
no, it was in
content
the
agency?
middle of my work. You
Okay.
know, the at some parts I get free times. I
Yeah.
get I always have the inspiration to make something of my own. Beth, I never found it. It's not my own company.
Yeah.
So I would just want to make something of my own. And part of it, the company, the social media marketing agency that we made, it wasn't even just social media. It was a marketing agency. So at that, it was 2022, before the hype of the social media agency and
Hmm.
that stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, after the late night gym session, I used to have like go to the gym at late night. The guys when the guys chill, me and my friend, we just two guys chilling, smoking, and when you keep talking about businesses, there is a point where we want to start acting. So it was 3 a.m., two guys in a car in the side of the road. We're talking about marketing and agencies and how they make money. So screw it, let's make our own. And it was 3 a.m. We brought the domain. We wanted to make the social media account. The social media account required a phone number. So we went out, reached on Google Maps, where is an open shop for phone numbers and eSIM. We bought the SIM. We went back. We created the accounts. We made the logo. What's the name? What could be the name? Me and my friend, he just made up a name, Lightline. Let's use it. So okay, so we have a whole company in a few hours, and now the sun is coming up. After 3 a.m., we started this company, literally
That's
from
crazy.
3 to 5 a.m. Everything is done. We have the social media, the domain, the website, what was called the template, the website template.
Yep.
We have it already, and it's very easy, even at that time, before the time of AI.
Hmm.
So the next day, we started getting, you know, going to places, the stores,
Yep.
the cafes, the restaurants, and we just trying to sell it.
Yep.
We were not very good at it, but within a few days, we had our few customers, and they were paying. We didn't even have anything that licensed. To this day, I never licensed the company.
That's when you hear the Muhabarat banging on your door.
Yes, and the deals were done not even on a paper. There weren't any PDF to sign. They were just a handshake.
Of
You want
course.
this service? and people have trust, had trust in us because I had content, I had my face on the internet. So the personal branding part and the reach part was already an advantage to me. That's why I was saying I have the Infinity Stones of Thanos,
Yep.
which are like the sales and the reach, personal branding. These stuff, I had them at that time. So they were already giving me validation. People didn't really feel afraid. And I was good at sales in the way that's very genuine because most people they don't know how to start. They don't know what they know. You know, when I even buy my stuff, even the stuff around me, even when I buy the microphone, I go to the store, I don't know. I don't know what mic do I want. I'm not really that technical. So just, even if he gives the high price, but really tells me what I want, I'm willing to pay.
Yep.
And I understand many people have the same issue that they would pay high if they actually get what they want, which they themselves don't even know. But if you help them know what they should have done, and you do it for them for a fee, they would happily pay it.
Man,
So
this is so good. This is so good. I I really appreciate the way that you've kind of woven into the story, just lessons you've learned along the way and things like that. And that's exactly what I really wanted to hit on. But what I want you to do right now is I want you to just talk directly to, say, a marketing agency owner who might be listening to this. Talk
yes.
about the use case for BITH. Talk about how that type of product could really be useful in the delivery of their quality service to their customers, their clientele.
How could you even like convert someone, let's say for example, Beth, to your marketing agency? What you would say, right?
Well, like it's a product, it's a service that if I own a marketing agency, I want to use a service like BITH to serve my
Yeah,
clients.
okay. You mean the opposite?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
could we sell Beth to
Yeah.
the marketing agency,
Or use
not
it.
the
Yeah.
opposite?
How do you utilize that service to sell,
Yeah.
to create content, to that type of thing for clients? Yeah.
You know the owner of the company, his name is Omar Majthoub, who the owner of Beth. He had actually a crazy idea, which is to send one of our employees to the stores as a marketing agency himself, in the name of Beth. Actually, he used to go to the stores and tell them, look how what AI could do, and these people just see like the address in a simple photo, and a photo, when you make a photo in a bad lighting, basic photo, it's nothing professional, but AI could turn it into a very very professional looking thing
Yep.
without losing the actual looks of the product.
Right.
So it's pretty convincing to the customers, which are the business owners, the small business owners,
Yep.
the store owners themselves. So he was selling AI made packages to these people. He was selling, as a business, what do you need? I need posts for my Instagram, for my LinkedIn, for my Facebook. I need photos. I need videos. They don't even say posts.
Yep.
I need those.
Yep.
And he has one simple example and one simple price packaging. He just shows them what he could do and for how much, and they just buy. So we have a marketing agency built within for these people. And I even made the video about this. I was saying, if you want to make few grants on the side, just go make cold sales for the stores, show them what you can do for a simple price, and it's all done by AI. You don't even have to hide it. You just show them what you can do.
Yeah.
So a
It's
marketing
knowledge.
agency, yes, and now anyone could start a marketing agency.
Yep.
Even before AI, I've done it myself before the AI.
Yep.
Even though I used to like get money on the side, which was the sales money. When you make a deal, you get money up front. And with that money up front, I get the girl who make, the copywriting.
Yep.
That was before ChatGPT, so I had to pay someone for this.
Yep.
Someone from the website, what was it called? WordPress.
Right.
This stuff used to cost. Now they're for free.
Yeah.
So anyone in his room, like me right now in my room, and I've made all my earnings in this simple room.
Mm.
which to this day it's still very simple. I mean, I don't even have a professional background. I have YouTube, the YouTube plates.
Yep.
I have many of them, but they're just standing. I don't need to
Collecting
have. I don't.
dust.
Yeah, I don't need to look very professional these days. I
Yeah.
just have to be genuine.
Yeah.
And people are not stupid anymore. So when people see someone with a professional looking gear or a camera or a background, they don't just believe it. Before
Yeah.
it was actually possible because the people who had the validation used to have the quality. But now anyone has the quality. So
Mm.
you have to be genuine.
Yeah.
That's why.
That is that's a great way to sum up this chat we've had. Is just it's like we've come full circle. Back
Yes.
to
It's
you've
all
got to
connected.
trust.
The
Yeah.
content creation, the sales, the reach, the branding, it's all one aspect. That
Yep.
it's like marketing, marketing is all of this, right?
Hmm.
And you have to market yourself before you market the product.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
why I believe in this. That's why it's been very, very successful to me. It's doing pretty well to me.
Well, and you can see the results. So I would love to
Yes.
just hop into the rapid fire questions here. We're gonna at the end
Yes.
of every episode. I love these questions, and I'm gonna
I would like for you to lead this because I know
fire
I
them out,
talk too
and
much.
you just answer very quickly. Very
Yeah.
short, quick answers. So, did you get along with your parents growing up?
That's a tough question, but it's very wide. Uh, my parents are divorced, but we still live very close, and I would say 50-50
All right, that'll
to
work.
both parents. So I get along
Yeah.
50-50.
Do you have siblings? Do you have brothers or sisters?
Yes. Yes. The before the last.
Any pets?
Yes, cats.
Yep, cats. Okay. Do you have any children?
No, I'm not even married.
Oh, okay. We want that in order. So, on a typical business day, what time do you wake up in the morning, or wake up
Uh, you
at the
know,
day?
my life is nothing like the professional life. Today I woke up at like 10:30 or 11 a.m. Nothing professional at all.
Yeah,
Nothing.
but what time do you go to bed?
I go late, but it's not. I'm not that productive, quote unquote. I mean, I could wake up, scroll for half an hour, go eat something. I eat healthy actually, but I don't follow standards. That's my biggest issue actually. Is that my progress is not stable, but the solution to this is not to wake up early. I tried this stuff to
I
wake up
love it.
early and do this and that. It never resolves the issue, which is you need to act. So I don't have to wake up at 6 a.m.
Yep.
to just act. Even when I wake up at 11, looking pretty messed up, I just go and act, and that's how things are done actually.
What is your favorite vacation spot in the world? Money doesn't matter how much it costs.
Yeah, it's very wide, but let's sum up in one place. I really enjoy my country, man. This question is really hard. This is really, really,
I mean,
really
there's so many cool
interesting.
places just in Jordan alone,
I
So,
know, yeah, I know, right? Every place is very
yep.
entertaining. I would go to Europe actually, maybe the UK.
Yep. Okay, I've got a closing question. If you were king for a day, what is
A
one
king.
thing you would change in the marketing space?
If I let's say I was the monopoly of the specific market and
Yep.
I had to control it, what would I do?
Hmm.
I would one the people who I believe in as entrepreneurs. One of them is like there are the basic ones, Steve Jobs and with these
Hmm.
others. But for example, Gabe Newell.
No.
Ever heard of him? He's a multi-billionaire. He owns Valve, which owns Steam. For example, this guy, he's not pretty much known because he's a guy who just lives his life like however he wants. But he has the monopoly of the gaming market, the whole gaming market. He's even now gonna compete Microsoft. He's very big. You should really look at him because he's not that known, I know. But the thing about him, the why you ask me how could I control the market? This guy has the monopoly of games, but still he doesn't screw the market. He makes the market respect him. And to this day, he doesn't lose anyone. Also, respect is not about giving. It's about just understanding. You don't have to give people to be respected. You just have to understand your customers and act like you understand your customers. You see how many companies they mess up in this. And the mess up happens when they care about the shareholders and the decisions are made within the table and the decisions have to make everyone satisfied. So they come up with really bad decisions that screw up the market. So if I had the market for a day, I wouldn't really say give, but I don't really
Just
have an answer
understand.
to this.
I love it. I love that your idea that respect is earned by understanding, not giving. I mean,
Yes, I would
that's
make the market understand my vision, not just the me part, the them part.
yeah. No, I love it. I love it. Omar, this has been a lot of fun. I really appreciate you taking time. It's really late in the Middle East right now, and
Yes, it's
but
almost
man,
2 a.m. here.
almost 2 a.m. But man, thank you for just walking us through your personal journey, walking us through the journey of Bith, and helping us understand the product and the product
Yes,
market fit there, and just really helping marketing agency owners. We want to provide content that really helps them grow and scale their businesses. So,
that's
Omar,
the best
thanks
way.
again.
You're
Brother, it's been
giving
a
so much
pleasure to
value.
have you. Appreciate you taking time today, and
I
look forward to
also
staying in
appreciate this.
contact.
Have fun.
Omar, thanks, buddy.
Thank you for tuning in to another great episode of the Marketing Umbrella Podcast, where we provide the information you need from successful leading marketers to build and grow your digital marketing agency. To learn more, go to umbrellaus.com.